Hi everyone, I wanted to share with you an update about Source and the work I've been doing here for now almost 3 years. Some of the highlights that we've had in this last season have been our banquet we had in November. It was the 20th year for Peter and Jessica, our current directors, so we celebrated and honored them. It was really encouraging to see over 230 people attend, and we had a lot of people come who have been supporting Source for many, many years, as well as staff from the 90s and early 2000s come and share stories about Peter and Jessica. I really continue to enjoy planning our big events and fundraisers, and He really does continue to teach me a lot through that. I have a lot to learn in event planning and fundraising, but it's been a really good experience so far. Another highlight from this fall has been putting into effect some anti-trafficking teams. We have really just seen a need to gather more people and have more people be consistently involved with our anti-trafficking. So that's why we've started these teams. I am leading our awareness and networking team, and I just really have loved seeing more people want to be involved on a consistent basis. I am also excited to just share the vision with more churches and individuals to see more houses started in the future. I'm also part of our outreach team, which has been meeting now actually for almost, I think, 9 months or 10 months, where we have been praying and in training to come in contact with more women through the internet specifically. We see such a need to reach out to these women who are pretty isolated and to just offer resources to them and show them and tell them even that we love them and are there for them no matter what they are doing and where they are at. Along with the teams for our anti-trafficking, we continue to run our house, and this past month we had our 20th resident come through the program. That has been such a fun thing to see that the program has continued since 2012, and we continue to see how God is in it, and He's really in control of the entire house and the program. So thank you so much for your support and prayers specifically for that. I'm excited to just see how He uses it in the next year, 5 years, and how many women will be able to have an opportunity to get out. With the house, I have been pretty involved with some of the women's lives and just what they're going through, and it has definitely taught me a lot. I really am just continually learning a lot about trauma and just the effects of what women are going through when they come out of really dark situations, and to see them to be able to move forward does take a lot, and it takes a community and a family to support them, and also just some professional resources and people to help them with just doing life with the women and being on staff here. God has taught me a lot about emotions, and I continually am learning that those are indicators for what is going on. And I would say that one of the biggest things that I've experienced is anger. And that it does seem really depressing, I guess, but in that anger, God has taught me so much about who He is and how He is a God of justice. I would like to read something to you that I wrote in my journal last month about emotions and what God has been doing through my nights of crying or anger or conversations with other staff about what's been going on and how God has just been teaching me. So I'm going to read this from my journal. Last night, my roommates and I had a conversation about many deep things I have been processing. Being in anti-trafficking has exposed me to a lot of heavy things. The effects I see of the trauma and situations people have gone through continues to grow. The evilness is so present. With that, anger and sadness grow. Something my roommate made clear to me was that God has given me eyes to see what is going on and to experience the anger with Him. I am not feeling it on my own, especially apart from God. He is angry too. I need to look to Him in these emotions. Lifting my eyes to Jesus will be what sustains me. To have longevity in anti-trafficking, there has to be hope in it. I'm only able to do this because I know that light shines out the darkness. I would ask that you would pray for me in learning about emotions. I don't always consider myself an extremely emotional person, but from working at the annex, I have really learned to embrace these emotions, even when they are what most people would say are negative. But in them, God has just proven faithful, and I have seen that He is so intimately with me in them. I would also pray or ask that you would pray for the women in our program and the women who have graduated from the program, because they, like I said, it's a really dark thing that they're coming from, and there's a lot of healing that needs to take place, and just new habits have to be formed, and new just ways of thinking even have to happen for these women to really move forward in a lot of things. And pray also just for them as they experience family at the church and in the house, because that's sometimes a new thing for them. So I am excited to continue to be part of the annex and how God is using that to bring restoration and empowerment to women. I would just say too, if you want to know more about our program and you want to hear some stories from women, we created some testimonial videos that we put up on sourcemn.org under the media page. And those stories they're really powerful. And God has definitely used these women's lives to teach me a lot and to teach other people many different things. So you can head over to that page if you want to hear more about the program. And we also have a video of Sergeant Grant Snyder from the Minneapolis Police Department just talking about his work with the Annex Network as well. So I just am excited to see what happens in this next year and how God uses Source here in South Minneapolis. I would just want to thank all of you for this last year or 3 years, however long you've been supporting me or praying for me. I'm excited to not be doing this alone, but knowing that all of my friends and family are with me in it, and you are providing women with opportunities to get out, and you're providing families in need with support and physical support and spiritual support. So thank you so much for all of what you guys are doing. I'm so blessed to be here and to be part of such an incredible organization and network of people around me. So have a Merry Christmas. I just pray that each one of you would really just be able to spend time this week hearing God and just in His presence, and knowing that He came to this earth to not only bring justice to earth, but to be a God of compassion and love. So may you just know that He loves you.